Right off the bat, first of all, the first thing I want to say, the biggest genius chess move that Andrew Tate was able to pull off was record the whole interview by himself. That was the best move, and throughout the entire interview, no debates, no moves by the reporter, no moves by Andrew Tate comes close to actually recording the entire interview and having the foresight to know that BBC is gonna try to frame him. That was a top G level move, an elite move I respect. And the respect that I have for Andrew Tate has just grown just from that move alone. He predicted the Matrix, he predicted the Matrix attack, and now we know who's the top G. But, here's the big question that I wanna put forward to you and Andrew Tate. Should he have taken the BBC interview knowing that they were gonna frame him? How does he do that? That's how. Should he have taken the interview? Now, the Andrew Tate haters, what the Andrew Tate haters have to say is that Andrew Tate is falling off. His relevancy is going down. So taking the interview was his only move left, even though he knew the BBC was gonna try to frame him. Is that a genius move, or was he trying to grasp for the last straws before he's gone forever? But, even though he knew he was gonna be framed by the BBC, even though he knew his relevancy was tanking, so he has to take it, taking the mainstream media approach was the biggest move he could have done to grow his reach. Now the entire world, not just people who are chronically online on the internet like me, but the entire world, the mainstream media that broadcasts to the entire world, knows about Andrew Tate, knows what he does, and his message will go out to everyone regardless of how he's been framed. He is a true martyr, and I respect him for that. But the few things about the reporter that I noticed was she had an agenda. She was trying to frame him. The way she spoke to him, the way she was throwing out these allegations, and the way she was wording it, she had an agenda, and the BBC had an agenda to push. The Matrix had an agenda to push while interviewing Andrew Tate. And that was the key thing that I noticed when I was looking and observing at the woman. Now, another accusation by the haters, the Andrew Tate haters, is that his only rebuttal to her argument, the only thing he could come up with was lies and I did not do it. What do you think about that? But I want to put forward another idea. What could he have said or shown her that would prove he was innocent? I mean, these are just accusations. Even the Romanian courts are trying to deal with it. There was no way he could prove that he did not do any of those things besides saying lies and I did not do it. The fact that BBC edited out 30 minutes of the interview and still managed to show Andrew Tate in a good light was the biggest L BBC took. The fact that they took out 30 minutes of a 40-minute interview, just 10 minutes of Andrew Tate talking and the reporter going back and forth, managed to show him in a good light. That was the biggest, fattest L BBC could ever take. I think, and I don't know if it's true, but there are people in the BBC that Andrew Tate has his people inside the Matrix that are pulling the strings. Who knows? Do you know, Simba? Another big agenda she was trying to push was she was trying to show him as a manipulative guy. But the entire time she was doing the interview, she was trying to manipulate him and his audience into believing that he did something that he did not do. Just accusations, mind I tell you. These were just accusations, and this lady was trying to manipulate everybody's opinions, gaslight everybody, while trying to frame him as a manipulative man. There was a segment in the interview where the lawyer, Andrew Tate's lawyer, intervened and basically put the woman in her place about the questions, about her aggressiveness, and yet Andrew Tate did not try to cancel the interview. He did not end it right there. He wanted to show the mainstream media had an agenda. They were trying to ruin our youth by pushing LGBT stuff, but Andrew Tate was the only light in this dark world. And they were trying to simmer it, they were trying to put it out, but Andrew Tate did not end the interview because he wanted to become a martyr. Even though he went down as a rapist, as a human trafficker, he wanted to show the mainstream media and the Matrix for what they really were. All in all, as Simba, and I would say, the top G was calm and collected during the interview. He did not rage. She did manage to get on his nerves a little bit by the tapping of the foot and the aggressive tone in Andrew's voice, but he kept it cool and collected. He was the martyr, and he managed to end BBC that night. Until next time.